Yo, so look, let's go. We're into video number one. I'm going to go through the origins of the whole 3D selling system very, very fast and get straight into the inner game of sales and everything you need to know in order to communicate on a level of fucking unique and start off with yes momentum that you can carry all the way to the end and get a close. Okay, so listen, this is going to be fast-paced and arduous. I'm just going to fucking dive straight in from here. So you better have pen and paper ready. You're going to be pausing this and writing shit down. I speak very fucking fast and I start saying fucks and shit and stuff when I start to talk about stuff that I'm passionate about, and I fucking love sales. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen. I've got a presentation for you dudes too. When I can find it. Here we go. Play from the start. Yes. So here we are. This is the Ascension 3D selling system. How to sell anything to anyone at any fucking price, okay? So look, you guys know that we run Elite and Impact, and we used to do a thing called 10X. We've got a consultancy company that consults big chain gyms and shit like that. And the same systems and techniques and all we teach in Ascension. We're going to go through exactly what we teach the guys in Ascension in terms of sales-wise that allows them to get the results that we want. And obviously we've been teaching this all over the fucking place. Teaching this for fucking donkeys, all right? And this is what we teach. We teach how to sell high-ticket PT. The very first salesperson I ever taught in Dublin, when I say salesperson, he was a fucking personal trainer, and he'd never sold anything in his life. But the very first sale he ever had was a 15K PT program. 15K package, paid up front. Dude's name was Johnny Bruton, all right? Still has that client today. So we're going to talk about what high-ticket PT is and how you can begin selling it, or how you can just sell your own packages with absolute certainty in your ability to do so. How to get people to say yes instead of I want to think about it and all that shit. So first of all, what is high-ticket PT? Well, look, it's anything over $1,000. First and foremost, we at Impact Strength and Performance, we're a personal training gym. That means we've got like 3 options: 4-to-1, 1-to-1, and the A12. So they vary. You can see actually it's more expensive than 200. The lowest option now is 247 in Impact. Right, 247, and the next option is 297. So there's only 2 options. It's like, look, do you take 8 a month or 12? Very simple. Which one do you take? There is no, I want to train once a week. There's no fuck. There's 2 options. Very simple. You either take semi-private personal training or you're 1-to-1. We used to do the A12. We may bring it back. We'll see. But if we were doing that, it would have been 500 quid a month. 1-to-1's between 600 and 1,200 per month. Okay, but it's semi-private personal training or 1-to-1. Like A12 is semi-private personal training. Option A is semi-private personal training. Option C is 1-to-1. That's it. We don't do classes and boot camps and busy babe and fucking this and kettlebell. No, it's semi-private personal training or 1-to-1. The end. That's the way you want your shit to be, and that's fucking lesson number 1. Simplicity is key with this stuff. Now, what we need to look at there though is what's the lifetime value, the LTV of a client? And if we lowball the average and say, just imagine a client stays with us 6 months. That means a semi-private personal training person is worth between 1,200 and 3,600. And like I say, it's a wee bit more because we dropped their prices. An A12 is always 1,500, and a PT client is between 4,800 and 7,200. Now, that's lowball. We've had people who've stayed with us for fucking 3 to 5 years. Do you know what I mean? But if we're just putting a lowball, worst case scenario figure on it, like every lead that you get into your business, you've got to view it as, if it's a personal training lead, that motherfucker could be worth 7,200 quid. Yet we have people who are afraid to phone them up, leave gaps between when the lead comes in to when they follow up once and never again. I just don't fucking get this. You've got to understand that the life that I've led and the code that I live to as a salesperson in a car showroom just means that I cannot fucking understand this. But I understand that some people watching this did not have my background or upbringing or experience. But that's why you're fucking here. You're here to learn how to live your life by the code that would allow you to get these kinds of results. And then you got to start viewing shit like a fucking salesperson and be a hungry ass motherfucker for that 7,200 quid. You need to follow that person up till he dies or he buys. All right? So moving on, it wasn't always like this. I was a fat kid like this dude on the right who was in the car trade, like I just said. The reason that's Kentucky Fried Chicken, that was a Honda dealership. As I said, my biggest sale in my life was 4.5 million. Sold that dealership to the Kentucky Fried Chicken man, Michael Herbert, who bought it for $4.5 million at current market value, that property. The cars on the right were £75,000. We used to sell them over the phone. That's the dealership in the bottom right that I ran. Like I said, 9-year period. We sold $250 million in that period because the sales teams I led became number 1 in the UK. I was brand manager for Kia, marketing manager for Seat, and dealer principal for Honda. And I've taught, like, I've lost count of the amount of people that I've taught sales to, how to sell more things, more profitably, more times, and more often. That's what I do. Okay. So now we're going to take you through exactly the fucking systems and principles that I've lived my life by. But the only thing that's changed is the product. I'm not selling cars anymore. We're selling fitness. But the principles and the systems are exactly the fucking same. Let me show you. I lost it all. So I had all this shit. This is where it happened for me. I had all this shit, 25 million per year turnover, woo, thinking I was a fucking legend. Sold that dealership, invested in the property, lost my fucking bollocks. Basically, in the global financial crisis, the GFC, lost the fucking lot. Life flushed down the toilet, no money, no house, no car, no fuck all. Had to scratch my head going, what does it all mean? That was my lovely Jackie Chan impression. Kind of more like Bruce Lee though. But anyway, I was like, what the fuck? What am I going to do? Had to sit down and think to myself, what do I actually love? Love personal training. Fucking don't want to be like this guy though. Had to figure my shit out, do a course. I went, Jesus Christ, this is what people think about training. Fuck me. Back then, I was like, somebody should fix that. That's a real gap in the market. Didn't know it was going to be me, but look, that was fucking the past. Dance around steps, no fat luminous liquor. Well, I got a really shitty PT course. Let's put it like that. Didn't really dance around steps with low fat luminous liquor, but it makes the story a wee bit better and funnier. So that's the way I tell it. I just got a shitty PT course, all right? But something really happened when I started to go into the PT world, right? The first time I stood in a gym, I looked at the business, looked what everyone else was looking at, and thought slightly differently because of the code that I lived my life through. Like when we worked on the sales floor, you had 3 minutes from a person's foot hit the first time on the dealership floor in order to introduce yourself, show your personal value, qualify the customer, ask him for a test drive, show him the product fits his needs. And when he takes the test drive, then you show him the finance and ask for the business. That's the 7 steps to making a sale in cars. You follow that every fucking time a client walked into the business, into the showroom, right? You had 3 minutes in which to introduce yourself to every new customer that walked into the dealership. So my day was introduction, after another, and getting a sale. Introduction, getting a sale. Do you know what I mean? So you just did it, you just rinse, repeat. You phone calls, follow up. You were just constantly fucking talking to people all day, right? And if your showroom wasn't busy, it was like, what the fuck is going on? You need to get people into your showroom that you can introduce yourself to and take them through the sales process. So you have to market, right? And this was before the internet, before email, before that. It was hard, a lot harder than it is today. Don't know how fucking lucky you are. Okay? That's an old man talk. Anyway, the point I'm making is I live my life to this code of 3 minutes. You have to introduce yourself and then you follow the process and and you get a sale. If you hear no, it's like that's when the sale starts and you go through the next bit and That's the way I live my life, man, from the age of 17 all the way up. And then I'm standing in a gym and I see people who are standing there in their tight on armor t-shirts and there's people running around and they're doing fuck all. And I actually remarked to it, I said, dude, look how fucking busy it is in here. And that's when it dawned on me, like it really hit home because he was like, no, he trains with her. That guy has been a member since it opened and he's never trained with anybody. Started telling me this reason why he didn't need to approach anyone in the fucking gym. I'm looking at this dude like, you would not last 3 minutes in my word. What the fuck is going on here? These people, these personal trainers that have the ability to help people are not helping people because they're afraid of walking up and introducing themselves to someone they don't know. They're afraid of that. They weren't trained for it. Maybe as gym instructors, personal trainers, we get into this business because we have a passion for fitness and we want to share the knowledge and skills and ability that we have that we can potentially help people. We want to do that. We're so passionate about that. We never looked at sales as a thing that we would have to learn. We never believed it would be something that would hold us back. But it does. It becomes something that holds us back and we don't have the knowledge and we don't have anywhere to look. And I want to be the person who gives that knowledge because that's what I spent my fucking life doing. And how that conversation finished up, I turned around to Fra and I said, who was that guy again? He said, Paul. I walked up and within 3 minutes, I was talking to the guy and I closed him right there in front of him on the fucking gym floor. That dude could not believe what happened. And then I did it every single day till I was completely fucking full in a commercial gym, all right? And that's when I realized that I had some fucking skills that some people didn't. See, there's only 3 things you need to succeed in a business. And I mean any fucking business. There's only 3 elements. And it's this. Get leads. People who are visitors to your content. People who are maybe, and today what this would be is like people who are watching your videos, reading your blogs. Maybe they're on your email list. turn those visitors into leads where you've got their name, their email, and their phone number. Now you can contact those motherfuckers, and when you can contact them and you invite them in to see you. And the people that you sit in front of you are your opportunity to close a sale. I used to ask this trick question in the dealerships, like, how do you sell a £75,000 car over the phone? Because we used to sell those blue cars, those fucking NSXs, beautiful vehicle. £75,000 sterling car over the phone. How do you sell it over the phone? It's a trick question. You don't try and sell a car over the phone. You sell an appointment. And I want you to do the exact same with personal training. Never, ever, ever try and sell personal training over the phone. What you're doing is you're qualifying the customer on the phone to get the good people, the guys who represent an opportunity for you to do business with, to sit in front of you. Those people that sit in front of you, they're the guys you're going to pitch. They're the only guys you have the right to pitch. So to sell a £75,000 car over the phone, what you do is you first sell an appointment, and the person who shows up is the guy who's willing to do business for you. That's the dude you offer test drive to. That's the dude you spend time with. That's the dude who is a valuable use of you spending time with. And that's the one who you're going to give fulfillment to. Because after you get leads and you get people sitting in front of you and you transact, then they get the service, offering, product, or experience. They get delivery of your thing. And if this is cars, marketing, get leads. The sales bit, set appointments and do test drives and transact. And then fulfillment, delivery of the fucking car. That delivery bit can be months away, especially if you're waiting on a fucking new car, right? So you've got to have a very good follow-up process, because you can lose in between. It's got to be. Whereas with you guys, you can be talking to somebody on the gym fucking floor. You can close them right there and then and train them the next fucking day if you follow this system. It's fucking easy now that you know how. But these people didn't know. All they had was the fulfillment bit, a personal training course, and probably a shitty fucking personal training course, if you ask me, in my humble but correct opinion. So I was like, fuck, I've got the sales system and I know how to market. Fuck. If I could give this to personal trainers, what are they going to be able to do? Jesus Christ, all right? And that's what we do at Elite FPA. We give them a fulfillment system that's way above and beyond, head and shoulders above what anything else could offer. And I give them the sales system that, you know, has taken me 22 years to master. And I still study this every day. I fucking love Jordan Belfort shit because we were using that in the motor trade years ago. I love anybody who says Zig Ziglar, and I'm still reading all that kind of stuff today. I love sales and I love marketing. And I think you're really going to love it too when I show you this shit. So here's where we are. You are a good trainer. I'm going to move this down here already, right? Then the only thing limiting your ability to help more people is your ability to sell them products and services. Now, when I say sell them, you've got to understand that sales really is you sharing your knowledge, skills, and ability. Your product, service, offering, or experience is personal training. You could help these people in a very positive way. If you help somebody with their fitness, will it expand on the other areas of their life? Yes. Will it improve their self-confidence, their well-being, their body image? Will it improve their health? And by doing all those things, will it improve the way they relate in social situations? Will they be more outgoing? Will they be more confident? Will they have more self-esteem? Fuck yeah. I mean, like, the answer is yes to all these things. You've got to see that you have the ability to help someone in a very, very positive way. And in fact, when you cascade the consequence of what you can do, it'll impact other areas of their life. It'll impact their family, their relationship, fucking everything. But yet you're afraid to sell it because the sale word has this stigma of you being a dirty or manipulative person, which I need to fucking crack now. Sales is not dirty. Sales is not a bad thing. It is not manipulative. We're not turning no's into yeses. We're making people who should be making these decisions and having these products and services and offerings and experiences in their lives, we're making them feel comfortable with saying yes. That's all we're doing. We're putting the thing in front of them that we know has the potential to fill all their needs and deliver them exactly what they want. We're putting that in front of them in such a way that the logical thing to do is to do business with you. Okay? I hope I've given you because I can't spend any more time delving into that. I could spend hours just working on that one thing, but you've got to start viewing that it's not really a sale. What you're doing is you're transferring your absolute certainty in your ability to help someone, your ability to train them and deliver them the results that they want. You're certain about that ability, and you can help them, and they need your help. You're the catch. You have a social responsibility, in fact, to share this fucking information with these people, especially if you have you have the potential to help them. Okay? So that's really what we're doing when we're selling. Now, next, This is why I always talk about blue ocean strategy. You'll notice that when I said that, I didn't talk about squats or benches or fucking whatever. And I know we've talked about these in earlier sections. You guys in the portal will know. But I need to pull it all together so you can see, because a lot of these, you're going to see a bit of repetition here, but you're going to see it in a different light. Okay? So the blue ocean strategy is, like we said, you can have two choices. Jump in with everyone else on the left, and the water's all bloody and red because all the sharks in there have taken a bite off all the fish, and the only thing to do is to swim to the bottom because you sound like them, you look like them, you offer products like them, you're just like them. But there is this other option over here. This other option is uncomfortable because you have to jump on your own, and you've got to have your own understanding, knowledge, and direction, strategic direction on how you're going to carve this niche for yourself and be the authority in there. You've got to stand up for what you believe in, even though you stand alone, with your absolute certainty in your ability to help people in your own unique way. You've got to go there if you want to be an authority in the industry. Go in here, you're always going to compete on the price because you're a red ocean dude. You're swimming with the sharks. You're going to be saying things like better, faster, cheaper. And this all comes down to the way you communicate. Okay? But I've got to get you to think first and see the difference between those two strategies before you can start communicating. Because once you have the red ocean thinking, you need to communicate differently. Red ocean thinkers and red ocean communicators communicate like this. That is talking to no one. That is talking to fucking no one, especially your client who looks the guy. Your client looks the guy, sees that ad and goes, I'm never going there. Look at that dude. He's got cock skin all over his body. He's so fucking ripped. I mean, I think I can see his own thoughts. Jesus fucking Christ. And that girl there is ready for a bikini competition. I mean, most people's experience of the gym when they go to it is they're fat, they're overweight. This dude, they're brought in by somebody who looks like this. They're walked over to a fucking scale, and they're stood on there, and they tell you, you're 50% body fat, you're a fucking health risk. Let's put this measuring tape. Oh, look, it doesn't fit. And this person's standing on hot pants, ripped the fuck. The last fucking big decision I had to make was, will I train 9, 8 later or 8, 9 train later? You know, this is most people's horrible. It's like fucking SEALs prevention. And this is the kind of shit that will turn these guys off, because they're like, if I go to that gym, they're going to eat chicken and broccoli forever. Fuck yes, fuck everybody. I'm out of here. So I'm saying to you, do not start communicating like that. It's easy if you're looking around in the training space, looking at what everyone else is doing. That's what you're going to see. And you could make the incorrect assumption that, fuck, if that's what everybody's doing, that's what you must need to do. No, it's not. If you want to jump in there like them, then you start communicating like them, and you will be differentiated by price like them. If you want to go right, it's harder. You've got to do some serious fucking thinking. You've got to do the fucking work, which is a bug. You've got to know why. You've got to have a fucking core, a code, a concept. You've got to have substance to your business. It actually has to be different. You can't just say you're fucking different. You can't just market that you're different if people don't actually get different when they come. So I'm not saying just wrap your fucking product in all this beautiful marketing speak and sell the shit out of it. You've got to believe in your product 100%, and it's got to be different. And you've got to know that you have the ability to train people to get the results that you say you can. And you've got to have the proof. So this has all got to fucking add up. If you're communicating differently, you've got to sell differently too, and you've got to deliver different. It's got to be congruent. That's why I need to make this point right here. This isn't all just a marketing fucking gig, you know? It's got to add up. And that means you're going to have to deal with some shit internally. The thoughts, feelings, actions, results. I went through T4 because you're going to have to start to ask yourself, well, how can I do this? Who do I have to become? That's the question you ask yourself. Who do I have to become in order for me to begin to communicate the gas? And then give yourself permission to be that fucking person today. Now that you're thinking a little bit different, blue ocean thinking, blue ocean communication, there's a difference. There's red ocean, there's blue ocean. You've got to communicate differently. And I'm going to show you this. The blue ocean, like, you've got to add this to this shit. So this is blue ocean communication. You're thinking different. Here's the communication. This is straight out of Russell Brunson's book. Look, he's the master of this. If you're the charismatic leader, go and see the video above about attractive character if you want to know what that means. If you want to know the cause in your culture, again, it's in the attractive character and it's in the why speech. And then the new opportunity, your vehicle of change, that's the wrapper, the product and the wrapper, which Jay covered. So you've got to know how to make this add up, this trifecta. You're the charismatic leader, the attractive character. You have a deep cause or belief, culture, vision for the future, which you communicate in your medium of choice. And you have a new opportunity. Your thing has got to be different. And you can, see that shit you were doing? Fuck it, doesn't work. Do you know what? You didn't feel, it failed you, it was desperate fucking failure. Here's what you need to do. This shit, this is the thing that's going to get you the results. People have got to believe that you have the ability to take them there. That's how to start communicating differently with those three things. Again, there are videos on them up above. I'm just reiterating that point. Because people do not buy what you do, they buy why you do it. We spoke about this, like it's not opinion, it's biology. You've seen the Simon Sinek stuff. This is true. You need to learn how to communicate the whys of your product, not the whats. Because if any time you fall out of this, you fall back into the red ocean. And there are many points that you can do it. It can happen in your marketing, because marketing is just sales amplified. So if you've learned how to communicate differently in your marketing communications, when you're in the sale, it's got to stay congruent. If you start communicating whats, you fell out of the fucking blue ocean back into the red. And remember, we want to communicate whys because the limbic system, the deep limbic system of the brain, you're getting into the heart. If you're talking the mind, people are in the mind is when you're trying to get them to make decisions based on logic, and you need to get them out of the mind, steer the conversation away from logic and towards emotion, get them in their hearts. When you've got them in their hearts, they start making decisions for whys and causes and beliefs and communities. And that gives you price elasticity. You can charge what you want there. That's your blue ocean. Do you see that the way to get to the blue ocean is always about the way you communicate and the way you sell and the way you deliver? And it's got to be from here, from a deeper place. Okay? So we have mastered this. And it's why people never say, I want to think about it. People never ask us shit like, but what are we actually going to do in the program? I mean, what are your classes? We don't fucking do classes for a start. And we're so clear in our lives, shit, people start saying it back to us. That's how you know your communication is clear. That's how you know you've got clarity in your business. When your message is so crystal clear that your clients begin saying it back to you. If they're not saying it back to you, you're not being crystal clear. And if you're not being crystal clear, you're communicating whats. And if you're communicating whats, you guessed it, you're going to be in the red ocean, differentiated on price. Woo! Okay. Fucking slow down, Sean. I don't know how many minutes we're going here, but this is the most important part about fucking sales. It's the pre-frame. This is the fucking, this is part of the inner game. Because unless the communications that have got them to the point where they're sitting in front of you being handled right, it's not going to work. What I'm saying is, blue ocean thinking, red ocean, blue ocean. Now I've got you to think different shit. Yes, I've got to go over to the blue ocean. Okay, you're preparing for that. You've got some shit to overcome. Like, what will people think? Who do I have to become? How can I? When you've got over that, then you start looking at the way you need to communicate in this blue ocean. And then the blue ocean thinking, the blue ocean communication, and the blue ocean strategy add up to price elasticity, i.e. you're incomparable to anyone else because you're not like anyone, all of those people. And you've communicated differently to all these people. You've completely separated yourself from the market. You're not in the market. You have found your market. That's what you need. Separate yourself from the market and find your market. That's how to have price elasticity. And that's the three concepts you need to use in order to achieve it. And the last thing I want you to take away from that speech is you must sell on emotion. Sell on emotion, and people will close themselves on logic. When you when you get them out of here and you steer the conversation towards emotion, people begin to feel the why. It's like, because people buy why you're doing it, your cause, your belief, your culture, your vision for the future. People buy into that, and then they use logic to justify why they deserve it. And if you do this properly, people will willingly turn down cheaper products to continue doing business with you because markers of what they hold dear are iterated in your product and your service and your offering and your experience. Okay? We want to do business with people who we feel connected to because we feel safe there, we feel like we belong. And that's what you're trying to do. That's how to have price elasticity. All right? Now, but how, Sean, we're going to say. But how? Simple. Never, ever sell things. What I mean by things is, we do 3 HLIT sessions, before and after photos, If you're selling things and not what the thing does, you're always going to be able to be compared. So we need to learn the language of what the end results that people want from our things are. What do they want? Cascade the consequence of the tangible. So what you get is fine if you're also talking about the intangible, because it's the intangible shit that when you learn how to describe it, i.e. putting in making a pass the so fuck test, What we'll give you is semi-private personal training sessions. Simply put, a coach who walks you through every step of the process and put simply, you get guaranteed results. Do you see that that's an intangible benefit? Semi-private personal training is a tangible thing, but I can make it intangible by saying, let a fucking professional coach walk you through every step of the program so that guaranteed you get results. That is an intangible thing. A professional coach walking you through every single session guarantees that you get results. Or remove the confusion. A nutrition plan, that's a thing. But if I put the intangible, remove the confusion of nutrition once and for all and have a simple paint by numbers guide to exactly what you need to eat to lose weight and keep it off for life. That's fucking intangible. And that's the language that clients say back to us when they say, what do you want in a nutrition plan? I want to know how to get weight off and I want to know how to lose it for life. That's a fucking intangible benefit. You want to get the weight off, right? But you want to lose it for life. You want to get it off and keep it off, right? Yes, that's why we do this thing, because that's going to give you that weight loss, but show you how to keep it off for life. So you never have to do another diet again. That's fucking totally different. And it's all communication style, all right? So if you cascade the consequence of the tangible and then the intangible benefits and everything that happens as a result of being in your program and learn how to communicate that with absolute clarity, you're going to see the results of your closes, boom. And this is the same in your marketing. If you're marketing your program, you've got to do this. When you're selling, you've got to do this. Okay? So this has been the origin of the three-dimensional selling system. I want you to go back over those last couple of slides or so, which gives you these white screens, and make sure that you've got these points that I've pulled out from my speech there of about 30 minutes, because these are the things, these are the big takeaways that I want you to have so that you have learned how to approach this shit in the correct way. Because now we're going, on the next video, we're going to delve into the three-dimensional selling system itself, into the core of the system, okay? Now that you've had the proper intro, okay? So you've had the proper intro and you've got the pre-frame of it. You understand why it is the way it is. We're going to delve into exactly how you're going to get results, how you're going to deliver the three-dimensional selling system, okay? Lovely job, peeps. We'll see you on the next video.